My name is Suzanne Hoffman, and I am Superintendent of Schools in Vancouver, and today is Friday, and it is September the 11th. I'd like to start today by going over some reflections of the week so far on what I have been hearing from our schools, and there are 5 emerging themes that I've heard about. And you can see them on the screen. The first is planning. Folks are telling me in schools about the care and the compassion and the great work that is taking place. There has been an inordinate amount of communications from us to schools and schools to you, confirming plans, providing explanations, and also going over the health and safety protocols. There's been a mindfulness theme emerging, the attention that we are paying to health and safety protocols and doing it in such a thoughtful way. There is a theme of managing the anxieties, the fears, the anticipation of a school year, and also of expectations of ourselves and of others. And then the final theme that I'm hearing emerging from the work so far this week is around creating culture within our school, that culture of calm, of connectedness, and genuine excitement for those that are in our schools and having the face-to-face option. A few other elementary highlights that I'd like to share, and there were many, and I'm appreciative of the feedback that I have been receiving. I would like to acknowledge that many of our kindergarten families have started the gradual transition into our school system, so welcome to those families. And one of the principals shared with me that today they heard nothing but kind words of gratitude from the families at their schools. And that was so heartwarming to hear all the hard work from a family's perspective had been paying off. I think it's really important too that we listen to the voices of your children and our students. How are they feeling? And you can see how they're feeling or how they were feeling yesterday. And also to talk to them about what went well with their day and to really listen and engage with your children. We had some secondary students in this week. And again, we spent a lot of time welcoming them back in a safe and orderly way. And really it was about talking through and working through the logistics of what a quarterly model is, again back onto the teams, what's a learning cohort, and again ensuring health and safety are top of mind as we do that work. And certainly in our secondary schools, we made extra efforts to welcome grade 8 students as they transition into the secondary schools throughout our district. I also asked staff what did they observe about secondary students that were in our schools, and you can see the list of things that they had to say. And I heard about the Amber Hearts with the griffin on the screen there, talking about messages of positivity that the grade 8s would be leaving around the schools for staff and for the student body as a whole. So lots of extraordinary things happening as we transition back to school. There also has been a lot of work that has been done by our staff over the past week. Certainly making connections with our students, starting to plan, going over all of the health and safety procedures. And I'm very thankful for the work that they have been doing as they also come back to work to start the school year. As we look at the week ahead, we now have the information school by school of the number of students that are coming in for face-to-face instruction. And you can see the percentages and the number of sites that fall into the varying percentages. So across our districts, the number ranges from 59% at one site to 3 of our sites having 100% of the students return to school for the upcoming school year. We have about 20% of our students in elementary schools who have chosen the Learn from Home transition option. And certainly that is something that we will be turning our heads to in the days ahead. And we acknowledge and are respectful of the choices that families are making during these times. Not easy, and certainly it is a family-by-family decision of what's best for your child as we look ahead to the 2021 school year. As we look to the week ahead, really it will be again about health and safety. It will be about those connections and the focus on learning. And when we talk about learning, for sure, we are referencing the subject areas that teachers are teaching and students are learning, but also being very thoughtful about the social emotional part of a student's life in school, taking care of their well-being while they are in attendance, and really monitoring to see how all of our students are doing. We will also start to plan for the transition option, and you will be hearing from schools about what that looks like, and we will be working through the plans on a school-by-school, site-by-site basis so that we can support learners at home as they begin the school year also. And finally, we are all in this together, and our community has come together like no other time I've experienced in education, and I'm very thankful, respectful, respecting the choices that individuals are having to make, I think is really important, and also respecting the amount of effort and thoughtfulness that people have put into their work. And finally, again, the appreciation for all that people are doing to take care of the students, your children, and doing what is the very best for them as we plan for the year ahead. Thank you for listening.